You know what would be really cool?
What would?
What if Hawkeye had sex with Jafar so that Igrin could have the steal skill, so you can warp Igrin into the little chamber where there's a stealable Knight's Crest in Ilia, and then after doing that, she could man the ballista.
That would be pretty funny.
What if that happens? Like, Jafar... Because Jafar has steal as a personal skill, not a class skill, because assassins can't steal. So, by the logic of Fire Emblem 4, if Hawkeye and Jafar have sex, then Igrin will inherit steal as a personal skill.
You want to see something really funny?
I'm aware that Jafar can't steal in FE7, but that's because FE7 is a worse game than FE4. What's the funny thing? Oh, that's the funny thing.
Can you wall?
Just use your dancer.
Yeah.
No! Get the fuck.
This does not wall very well.
No! Oh no!
Wait, if this backfires,
we might be saying goodbye to Geese.
Oh no, wait, he can't reach Geese. I counted.
We might be saying goodbye to Lot then. Or Gonzalez, like if he backfires.
So if he backfires and then Roy hits, it's all 0 crits. So that's 39 damage altogether. So he actually lives.
Remember, you're trying to wall a unit that can water walk. Oh wait, no, Pirates water walk. Friggin' mountain walk.
He can water rock, but it's barely.
Oh.
It's more like a courtesy than anything.
Water walk. Yeah, it's his full movement. That's his full movement.
Yeah. So we can wait here since this is safe. And I'll move Lugh.
Yeah, it's his full move to move one river. It's not even water walk, it's river walk.
Yeah.
And it's barely river walk.
So we go here so we don't give support bonuses. So we don't accidentally crit him or something.
Makes sense.
How do you do against this guy?
No, but I think he's trapped, right? Is the tile above him cliff, or is it?
He can go up.
No, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, does he one-round trek? Question mark?
16. He does 8 damage.
So even if he doubles, we're fine. But I don't think he doubles, right?
I think I'd rather bait with Walt.
That's fair.
I might send Trek up here and have him fight these pirates, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, you might as well train him, right? Like, we're not getting Nightcrest for a while, but...
And when we do, assuming we still have one of our armors around, it's probably going to him.
Wendy?
I will be shocked if Wendy is... If Wendy's still getting with it.
You mentioned Barth, promoting Barth beforehand.
Yeah.
And I would counter you this. I think that getting a Knight's Crest in Chapter 16 gives you an option between promoting Barth for the most lackluster infantry ever. Like, a promoted Barth is not doing anything for you in Chapter 16.
Not really.
If you promote Noah, or not Noah, promote Noah by tossing the Night Crest.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me that he's dead.
If you promote Trek, right, you get an extremely fucking filler unit who can rescue drop.
Yeah, that's true. Even if it just exists to carry people around.
Like, what are Barth's... Can we look at Barth's screen compared to Noah's? I don't even think he's, like, that much better.
12 strength,
12 strength, 15 defense,
12 strength,
5
15
speed.
Defense.
So he's got 7 more defense, but 4 less speed.
Yeah.
And also, like, significantly less move. He did get res, though.
He did. We're kind of committed to him now.
I just think, like, if you're going to do the thing where you burn a Knight's Crest on Barth, you do it with the first Knight's Crest.
Yeah.
Because his stats are not good enough to justify late game general. Like, you do it for the instant power spike. It's like, okay.
Or it could
You've
come
Pokemon, right?
Yes. Not a whole lot, but I have, yes.
So you know, like, evolutionary stones, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I know where you're going with this.
How good a Pokemon who evolves by evolutionary stones is largely determined by how early you get the stones. Because usually Pokemon with evolutionary stones are, like, weaker than Pokemon who evolve by level. Not always, like, there are exceptions. But, like, for example, Raichu, right? Raichu is, like, worse than... It's a good fucking... Magneton. Or Magnezone, right?
Okay.
But if you get a Thunderstone, like, before Gym 2, then you can evolve Raichu long before Magneton evolves, and suddenly Raichu gets, like, a power spike and is useful. If you get the Thunderstone after Gym 7, there's no reason to use it on Raichu, because
by that
Magneton
point he's fallen off so hard.
is just... Yeah, like, to that point, even if Magneton's not doing anything for you, Raichu's doing less. And I think in this scenario, in this, like, tired brain fog scenario, Barth is Raichu. The early game Armor Knights are Raichu. Like, you...
Something I never thought I'd hear.
And this applies to Boars, too. Like, this applies to Boars as well. You promoted Boars for a power spike at this point in the game.
Yes.
We will probably and same with Lot. Like, same with Lot, too.
Because Lot is also going to fall off pretty hard.
Which is why I think, like, because I think you'd considered not fielding any of your promoted units, like, saving them for when you need them.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth, like, remembering that, like, this isn't even, like, a Silver Sword where, like, you know, you save it for when you need it, and then you end up with it in your convoy. This is like if you saved the Silver Sword in FE4 for when you need it, and then when you need it, it doesn't have crit on it, right?
That's true.
Like, ignoring the fact that you wouldn't save it because it has functionally infinite durability, like, the idea that, a Silver Sword you didn't use in Prologue is worse in Chapter 3. A promoted Boars you don't use in the Western Isles is worse when you use him in the desert. Well, you don't use him in the desert because there's hammers for some reason. Why are there hammers in the fucking desert?
Because that's why you don't use him in the desert, because there's hammers.
I mean, no, it's not, but it is funny, and I need to bring it up at every possible opportunity, because why the fuck are there hammers in the desert? I brought Boars to the desert in my draft run, and it was hilarious. He also dodged the hammer using an Axe Reaver because he's based.
What a guy.
I think I actually brought all 3 armors to the desert, but I had Boars... I had Boars, stay behind and fight the Bandit Twin reinforcements, one of whom I think has a halberd.
Yeah, one of them has a halberd, because it makes you go, why do you have that?
Which, yeah, extra funny. Extra funny.
Woo. None of you guys have, like, effective weapons, right? Oh no. That's kind of terrifying. Go get him! Look at this guy contributing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, I know fighters are about to appear from the forts on the bottom. This guy's a Steel Axe and you're not doubling him.
I mean, maybe he just has a lot of con. It's like, in Radiant Dawn Part 4, I always get thrown off when the Purge Tomes double, and then I realize that the Bishop has, like, 25 strength for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, like, specifically to fuck you over.
The Pirate is losing 5 speed from that. And Trek's not doubling him. That's endlessly funny. Back up a little bit. Oh, I guess you're gonna run out of swords eventually. Oh well. So I kind of want to use these guys to train Gonzo a little bit, maybe. And I'll use them to kind of train Lily with some too. Because it's nice to have trained units in case someone dies.
I thought you didn't like Gonzo. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it because I've been pushing the Gonzo propaganda.
Oh, I do like Gonzo.
But I thought you like.
I like Gonzo. He's fun. Let's go here.
I don't think he's like an all-star, right? But I like him a lot.
He's fun.
And I think he's like a very, very like fun like
Yeah, Bandit
Crit.
Roar.
And like obviously the Berserker crit animation is really cool too, like flipping it like a fucking spatula.
Whoosh.
Yeah, but like that is like so much cooler. It's so much cooler.
Oh, I was playing a ROM hack, Sword of Heaven and Earth, and the playable mannequin you get, I got a crit with him, and instead of doing any kind of special animation, it just plays the Brigand Roar sound effect during the attack.
Wait, what?
Your playable mannequin you get, instead of doing like a special crit animation, it just plays the roar sound while they attack.
Oh!
It's very funny.
Like for their crits though?
Yeah. So just randomly, randomly I just got a crit with them and I just hear roar.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Slowly but steadily, we're getting him.
I mean, what else is really funny is Walt doing Archer on Archer violence. But what's not funny is a Steel Axe Pirate. Do you have a way to get Walt out of there?
Yeah.
Or does he have to retreat?
He's about to make a little bit of a tactical retreat.
A little bit of a tactical retreat?
Come on, man. I need you to
Oh
work
my
with me.
god. What is this fucking... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Barth will just have better stats than him.
I think so.
The next... I still think that you'd rather have the movement for rescue drops. Like,
Definitely.
Trek could just be like the shittiest cab in the world. Spoilers, he is. And you'd still prefer him
Trek
for rescue
fans
drop
are in
stuff.
shambles.
Who? Literally who? Literally who? Literally who?
All three of them. Oh, it doesn't double with the hand axe. Oh, it doesn't double this guy anyways. So we stay here. Do a little bit of Lilina training. Oh, as for you, run. You have a steel axe, right? Barth can take him on. I could use Fear, but that's a little bit cringe. Because Barth is a good unit.
Oh no, the Fear fans, which there are actually some of, are in shambles now.
I like using Fear. I think she's fun. Not this Fear, but I think she's fun. In that, she's fun in...
Is this a Xenoblade? Is this like a Xenoblade character or something? I'm missing the reference.
Oh, no, I just like her. She's fun.
Oh, but what do you mean not this Fear then?
Oh, because she has 9 strength.
Oh! Okay, I thought you were like doing a little funny, like if you're playing...
I just mean
like,
this
for
one in
example,
particular.
if you were like playing FE4, right? And you get to chapter 3 and you're like, I like using Claude. I like sending Claude into Wyvern. Not this Claude though. You know, I thought you were doing something like that,
That
right?
does sound like something I would
there's
say.
I love using Fear. Fear can use the Xeno ring. Do they use rings?
Not quite, but your heart's in the right place.
The Zanbato art. They're called Zanbato arts, right? So they kill horses?
Sure. Oh, nice miss.
Oh, I was so sad that he didn't twist the axe.
Me too.
To do his funny crit. To do his funny crit.
I love this guy. I remember playing FE7 and FE8 over and over again, wondering why I couldn't have a playable Brigand.
I mean, you could. Did you not recruit Baz the Beast?
So I was definitely one of those people who thought that that one nameless brigand in, what is that, chapter 5 of Sacred Stones, that just shows up. He has a portrait, but he doesn't have a name or anything. I was definitely one of those people that was looking for a way to recruit him for so long.
Oh, I think he's just named Bandit, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a name or anything, but he has a portrait for some reason. And I don't think that portrait's reused
so
anywhere
weird.
in the game.
It's really weird, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
It's one of those just really weird quirks that makes you go, huh, I really wonder why this is the way it is.
I think possibly because Sacred Stones was kind of rushed out, because wasn't it near the end of the Game Boy's life? So like it's possible that like they wanted to not have it come out when the Game Boy didn't exist.
There's a good chance he's like a cut character. I wouldn't be shocked. Oh yeah, I put the hand axes. Bestow one of your hand axes on him, please.
Wait, why does he need hand axes specifically?
Because the reinforcements showing up have hand axes.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, we're training Lot as well. I guess that makes sense. He could use the stats because he's a little bit
bull
weaker.
rank. I don't like...
weaker. You know who would start with more bow rank?
Klein.
You know who would start with D rank in bows? Which is technically more.
A promoted warrior Ross.
Barter would actually. Believe it or not. Believe it or don't.
I actually don't remember if warriors get year depots and sacred stones. So the more I look at this, the more I don't like
They get Ian FE7.
Because I think if enough of these guys hit, he's just in trouble. So I think I'm gonna put him here. Kind of block all the reinforcements.
I searched Ross on Oifi, but it didn't show me warrior because it wanted to show me the canonical path.
Did it send him hero?
It sent him super journeyman.
Oh, of course. Why would you make him anything else?
I still think that the developers should have made the super journeyman, super recruit, super people even more meme status by refusing to give move on promotion.
Oh, that would be so miserable.
But funny!
It would be funny. It would be very funny.
I think there is something of a lost art in shitty, irredeemable units.
Yeah.
I think that modern Fire Emblem bad units are still quite useful in like a variety of contexts. Give me more Sophia.
Where even if you train this unit, you're not getting a super big, if any, return on investment.
Yeah. Give me Amelia. Like, Amelia is a meme for a reason, but give her to me. Also, I saw that 90. Are you gonna go for it?
No. I don't want to. But...
I'm just gonna say it. I proposed support grinding her with Roy. She would have 100 if you had done that.
She can't support anymore.
Just gonna say it. You could have killed off Marcus.
I could have, but that sounds kind of cringe. Also, I took the iron axe off of him. Oopsies.
That's an oopsie doodle. Is it on Warrior Barter? I mean Lot. I mean Barter. I mean Batter. Yeah, because he's not Barter. He's Batter. Near, far, wherever you barter.
I'm not going for that.
That's real fucking scary.
That's terrifying.
I was memeing. That's real fucking scary.
I kind of want to get another bow on him. Oh, that's right. I don't have any.
The good news is... I mean, so maybe this isn't good news, because you overextended. And you should not have sent Gonzalez across the bridge.
Oh, I think Gonzo's probably fine.
The good news is there's no more... there's no
not there's no more reinforcements, but there's no, like, other reinforcements, right? Like, the pirates are done.
And he's blocking one of the 2 reinforcements that show up.
Fighters. Yeah.
I also want to move him over, because I think the left one is the one that only shows up with an Iron Axe.
Oh, so you want him to be... It's ironic because he no longer has an Iron Axe, but if you blocked the hand axes, you could have him equip Iron Axe and then actually fight people.
Oh, wow.
What is going on with your Roy?
It's more so that I don't want these hand axe guys existing anymore, so I can do like this.
Are we training Lilina?
I'm gonna try to give her some kills as the reinforcements last. Which, this guy's still alive for some reason.
I mean, that's pretty based. Not him being alive. The training Lilina. Look, big magic is fun. Big magic, hit on res, big number. And then, like, fire support with Roy to boost her hit stuff, too.
I think we just fight.
Like, she's nothing... I think that, like, she's worse than Lugh in this... For mostly the same reason that Fear is worse than Rector. Like, Lugh is around at times where, like,
you really
his
want
magic
him.
is really useful.
Skill!
Whereas, like... You know what would get him even more skill?
A book.
Yeah, eat the book. I was gonna say promotion time.
That too.
Or, and hear me out, because it's gonna sound like an unconventional strategy.
The true Gonzo experience.
What if you reclassed him to Barter?
If only.
And then he got Barter's 11 base skill. But, like, added on.
Sadly, we can't live in such a perfect world.
So, like, rather than, like, regular reclassing, it's like broken Burger King reclassing. Are you aware of how Burger King reclassing works?
I thought it just swapped your class bases out with the other class bases.
Nope.
Enlighten me.
So, if you reclass unpromoted, I'm fairly certain the adjustments are just, like, caps-based. Don't reclass unpromoted, unless you've got, like, a specific build you want. If you're just, like, going for specifically strong class, wait until you're promoted to reclass. Which I know sounds like a long wait, but get this. If you promote, or if you reclass while promoted in Burger King, you gain the promotion bonuses that class would gain upon promotion.
Oh, so you just promote again.
Yes. So, I recently reclassed Deike and Rotoban, who are both heroes, into Wyvern, which is the next down the line. Because it's like an interesting class system where there's a universal item that reclasses, and it's like Shadow Dragon where there's sets. Skill! He got skill too, everyone's getting skill.
I messed up bad. We are back, and the reason why we're actually back is because I decided to finally listen to Dani's good ideas. Hi Marcus.
Yeah, I've been pushing for this for a while. So here's the argument, right? And I'm not going to pretend that there's not a risk, because if Marcus dies in this map, we don't get Marcus for next map, and I think Marcus is an auto-deploy next map, as is Seawatch.
Yes.
However, this is, you've probably only seen one attempt. This is, like, attempt number 7.
Yeah, I did not realize,
over the course of 2 weeks.
I got really lucky with the mercenaries up here in that long run you guys saw. I got really lucky with getting rid of them. I was getting so walled by these mercs up top, and I needed a way to get rid of them.
And so I think I made this comparison on stream, but it might have been off. Marcus is going to be very useful here, and will be moderately useful in, like, Chapter 15, right?
Yes.
But not using Marcus here so you can guarantee you get to use him in Chapter 15 is not good. It's like not using Sigurd's Silver Sword in the prologue so that you can use it in Chapter 4, but
Yes.
But then it wouldn't have crit on it.
Yes. Which I think is a pretty apt comparison.
Actually, I think it's actually a bad comparison because Marcus isn't training. It's like not using. Okay, it's like not using Thunder early on when you are not one rounding with Thunder, so that you can use Thunder later at a point where you have a mage who one rounds with Fire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess. Point is, I think Marcus is more valuable on this map than like any upcoming map other than the next map, and maybe 13. 13 can be tricky, because movement's really good on 13.
I'm also not thinking about the fact that units like Marcus, if they're not being deployed, they're not, like, leveling up.
I think that's more relevant for people like Lot and Wars.
Yeah.
And Rutger.
Also, I have a little bit of a better setup going on down here called, you will attack me at one range. Wow. Thanks, Aston.
Noting as well, regarding, also, that was 2 range.
Yeah, that was set up on purpose. Hit.
Okay.
You can pick up Clarion, right? Yeah, you can.
So, worth noting as well regarding, like, using Marcus here, right? And potentially losing Marcus later. We kind of don't have firepower on this map. Like, yes, we have Lot as a promoted unit, but, like, I mean, I was making fun of him for being significantly worse than Barter, but, like, he's not great. He's not great. Whereas, like, if we lose Marcus, like, we're getting Klein, Echidna, and Tate next map.
Yes. I'm going to try to pour some levels into Tate.
And we get another Hero Crest, and we get 2 Orion's Bolts, and I feel like another promotion item. Oh, the Whip.
Yeah, we get the Elysian Whip.
What level is Shanna, by the way? Is she 10 yet?
She's promoted. Because I'm fielding her next map.
I forgot, because we haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah, I was saving her specifically for 11, because I want to airlift someone over the wall, potentially.
Should we roll the wheel?
Yeah.
Is there too much training to go?
Gosh, what turn is it? It's turn 15. I know these guys come in for a long time.
I can pull it up.
Yeah, if you
I
don't
mean,
mind.
so here's the thing, right? It would potentially influence training because, like, if if like Fear gets rolled, then we don't do her. So maybe we I know you said you don't want it to influence anything other than promotion items, right? Because they're like valuable.
I don't mind looking at
So I guess we roll after? Or do we roll now?
What turn do we have these guys until?
This is 10A, correct?
Yes.
18. Till turn 18.
Okay, so oh wow, that's a really good level up.
Oh, I was all tabbed out. What did he get?
He got like...
Also, who was it?
It was
Gonzo!
He got like...
Yo, he's got 69!
Yeah, oh, 69!
Level 6, 9 experience!
Oh, we can't use him anymore, shoot.
Guess we gotta invest in the Fear stocks.
True. With her 9 strength. Although...
Oh, you wanna know what's tragic?
What's that?
So, the reset that y'all saw, we lost the Barth res level, which,
that's
like,
true.
is funny, but it's not helpful. Like, Barth's getting one shot by every mage, right?
Yeah, he's getting demolished by mages anyways.
The very next attempt, Lolina got speed, and that is actually relevant. Because she's, like,
huge.
on the edge of doubling slow enemies, right? And we lost that. We lost Lolina's speed. I was hoping that by saying that I would jinx it, and we would get it. Like, I intentionally, when I saw that she was leveling up, I intentionally rephrased so that it would be said right before, but it didn't pop. It didn't work.
Your heart
the
was
tragic
in the right
part.
place.
Like, the Barth res is funny because it's a 2%, but it doesn't actually impact him that much as a unit.
Nah.
I think Lolina's speed does.
Hers can be
Because, like,
pretty
she is
huge.
slow as shit. She's never going to be fast, and getting speed doesn't help it. but it can let her double slower enemies, which, like, she's so slow she struggles to do that.
Yes. She has 6 speed right now. She's doubling 2 AS enemies, which pretty much don't exist in Binding Blade. She got strength! Thank you. Thank you. Double digits.
Okay, we traded Lalena's speed for Fear Strength, and I think that's better, actually.
I think we take
like,
that.
I legitimately think we upgraded our Barth resistance into a Lalina speed, and then we cashed that in. Are we playing Persona right now? Merging our level ups together to upgrade our personas?
I actually wondered, this guy never moved in the time that he was 1v1ing Walt. I wonder if he's just going to stand here like an idiot and let me swing at him.
I don't think so. I think he moves. I feel like I've seen him move.
It would be very funny. Can you please get speed?
Yo, he got strength, though.
Strength is pretty sick.
He got strength, though.
He's level 12 with 9 speed. This is like Armor Knight behavior.
You know, for the longest time, I thought that effective weapons also tripled your strength, like not just the weapon.
Oh gosh, that'd be so strong.
And so I was always so excited when an archer got strength, because I was like, that's 3 points of strength against flyers! And it's not, for the record.
That sounds like something.
But, like, there was a long period of time where I just, like, because all it says, right, is I think the Lin mode tutorial and the Path of Radiance tutorial say, like, it triples damage or whatever, right? I mean, Path of Radiance, it would be double, and same with Lin mode, it'd be doubles.
I don't even know if it says that
Some
much
tutorial...
in FE7. I think it just says it does effective damage, which means extra.
Yeah, probably. It's like fucking Pokemon, where they just say, like, super effective, and they don't tell you what super effective means.
Okay, we're on turn... Oh, 18. This should be... Oh, he's just standing there. Ah!
Yeah, I guess he doesn't move.
That's funny. Everyone's... Oh well, this will be the last turn.
Formation. You're forming, you're actually like the Illuminati pyramid.
Oh, that's true.
Wolf Illuminati confirmed.
With stats like his...
Does anyone have 666 as their stats?
We have 999.
I mean, Geese does upside down. If you turn Geese upside down, then he'll confess to the 666.
Is there anyone who does, like, almost no damage to this guy?
Wolt? Have you tested Wolt?
Oh, perfect.
And then Gonzo has, like, a very good chance for a kill. I really like Gonzo. I'm glad you're training him. I guess from our conversations... Oh, that's tragic.
Oh, well, it's a kill for
I
you
guess
now.
from our conversation, I got the impression you didn't like him. I think you're lower on him than I am.
Possibly. I think it's because I'm too busy feeding all of my stuff to Fear and Lot.
Yeah. Because I think we were talking about, like, the competition for the second Hero Crest around, like, you know, the many reasons why I think Fear is significantly worse than Ruger.
Yes.
Reed, not bad. Still usable.
Oh my gosh,
like,
Dani,
probably...
why do you think she's so awful?
I think she's like mid C tier probably. If I had to, like, if I haven't made a Binding Blade tier list, but if I had to just, like, if you cornered me in a dark alley with a rusty pipe and you were like, what tier is Fear? I would probably say like mid C, but like she might be even lower than that.
What a fate to be stuck with.
I feel like she's not lower than that. I feel like once you get lower than that, you're like fairly unusable.
I guess it's
and
just,
she's
like,
not. She's just like, she's a training project.
Yeah. A training project that's not too difficult to train, luckily.
Yeah, I think you have to turn Gonzalez and Geese's on. I mean, I say Gonzalez and Geese's on as if Geese is ever going to see a round of combat.
Woo!
That Nosferatu's scary, because if you miss, he'd just go back up to full.
Yeah. There was a risk. Speaking of
I
risk...
guess you had the option to follow up. Oh, right.
It's that time.
That... Wheel! Did you add Marcus? You gotta add Marcus.
I added Marcus. Sure,
it's the right call.
It
sucks if Marcus dies and we don't have him for next map. But I will, even if Marcus dies, I will stand by it. I'm right.
Okay. Okay, that's exactly what she was fielded for. Perfect.
Oh yeah. Also, for those who don't know, the reason that because I said field Marcus over Merlinus, was because it increases the chances that someone other than Marcus, like if Marcus is taking up Merlinus' slot, then it adds to the wheel instead of replacing someone.
Yes.
And so it just makes it a higher chance that he doesn't die. All right,
Okay.
Gwendolyn. Does she have weapons to even give away?
Nope. she was holding stuff for Gonzo to take. Rip Gwendolyn.
Oh, you don't want to let her just walk 4 at a time over to the boss?
Nope.
Give her that honor at least, please.
Here.
Let her show off the 4 movement of the armor knight.
Do I want to support Gonzo? Who on earth does Gonzo even support? I know he supports
Lilina.
Lilina, because they have a really sweet support chain.
He has a support with, I think, Noah, where he, like, rips a berry tree out for him.
Oh, I know he supports... no, that's Garrett. That supports Larum.
Oh, he supports Echidna! Yo,
Oh,
that's
right.
actually real good!
That's huge.
He supports...
We're doing
Okay,
that.
so he supports Echidna, Barter, Garrett, Dane, Trek, and Lilina.
Cool. I think we're doing Echidna.
Of those, I think you do Echidna, because Echidna supports, Lalum, who's never getting fielded until we have Percival.
Yes.
And who the fuck else does Echidna support?
Oh, do you have the wiki entry ready? We have to give her a proper eulogy.
Wait, I'm looking at Echidna supports to figure out, because if Echidna has, like, a better candidate than Gonzo,
Yeah.
Wade, Lot, Gonzo, Geese, Larum, no. So, yeah, they're a pair made in fucking heaven. Okay,
Yeah,
Gwendolyn?
we'll do Gonzo then.
Okay.
Gwendolyn.
I gotta find her. Wendy.
How does Fear even do against this guy? Ooh.
Okay. Gwendolyn is a playable character in Fire Emblem The Binding Blade. She is a knight of Ostia and the younger sister of Bors. She first appears on turn 8 of chapter 5. Other way around, buddy.
Whoa, that's not right. How can you mess? Okay, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. It's a
and Barter.
Wait, what?
With OJ and Barter. Okay, someone vandalized this. There's no way it's this wrong on its own. So,
no.
Someone fucking vandalized this. She can perform a triangle attack with Bors and Barth. So you got that Barth right.
Yes.
You just didn't get the other.
How does Killing Edge Marcus look against this guy? Oh right, I broke the Killing Edge. I guess we're doing Woodau Fear.
There's a whole section about how she's going through female puberty. I feel like that is someone having a bit too much fun with a description of a child. I don't like that. Hence the silence. Sorry, I was shell shocked.
Didn't feel like reading that
that.
part out loud.
Nope, we're not doing it. We're skipping right past it. In fact, you know what? This is a rare instance of me editing the wiki to improve things. I'm fucking removing that right now. Oh, I need to make an account. No, I'm not. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yo, if you're listening and you have a fandom account, first off, I'm sorry, but can you please, like, it's gross. Change it. It's not okay.
Can you do a crit?
Talks about how, like, she wants to be a proud heavy knight, but she's developing girl parts and they get in the way. So, like, sexism too, but also, like, she's a fucking child. You don't need to hear about, like, her. Stop. And also, I'm sorry, but the giant heavy armor gets in the way far more than tits do. Her skill issue is not because of her tits getting in the way. Like, you're wrong, Fandom Wiki. I'm actually a little upset about that.
Me patiently waiting for Fear to do a crit.
Oh, so this is interesting. Okay, in the gameplay section, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether or not to say this is, like, good or bad. So, also nice crit. You know how, like, there's that thing where people say Edward in Radiant Dawn is bad because of the existence of Zehark, when, like, Zehark isn't even one of Edward's problems. Like,
Yes.
I actually maintain that, like, the existence of Leonardo is a bigger problem for Edward's viability than the existence of Zehark, because they're not competing for the same things.
Yeah.
Minor fucking Radiant Dawn info dump. But the Dawn Brigade units, training the Dawn Brigade units is, every Dawn Brigade unit is, like, fighting over limited resources, right? In the case of Edward, if he wants to be relevant, he wants to get early chapter kills. However, Nolan wants early chapter kills because he wants to, gain stats to be relevant in Part 3. And Leonardo wants early chapter kills because he wants to get to level 10 so he can use crossbows in Part 3 in order to shoot down birds and, like, potentially beasts with Beast Foe. I think it's, like, since Nolan can do that too, it's not as big a deal as people make it out for.
But it does free up Nolan to do other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it lets Nolan do other stuff. It lets him do Tarbo stuff. And, like, also promoted Leo, with sniper bases and his personal weapon can double untransformed Lughs, which sounds like the most unimpressive thing in the world, but, like, it's actually a big deal. Like, believe it or not, that's actually a big deal. That's the level of Dawn Brigade we're working on. But, so because of that, the two units that Edward is most directly competing with are Leonardo and Nolan, because they want the same things that he wants, and that is early game kills prior to deployment slot being competed over. Because you don't have to undeploy anyone in the Dawn Brigade until 1-7. That's the first time you have more units than deployment slots. I believe in her. Zehark, on the other hand, the resource Zehark wants is Paragon. And the only unit he's fighting for Paragon is Micaiah. Oh, no, dodge.
Thank you.
Yes, hit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Fear, why are you like this?
Anyway, that was a
25
long
minutes.
tangent. But the reason that I went down that, right, is you would think that, like, they would say Wendy is bad, and they would compare her to, like, Bors and Barth, right? And that's the reason she's bad.
Yes.
And that would be wrong, right? They don't do that, but they do something really weird. They say that the reason that Wendy is bad is she's outclassed by fellow Lance users Milady and Percival.
Okay.
Which is true, but also... Have you tried considering that she's also outclassed by fellow every unit in the game that is not named fucking Sophia?
You can be outclassed by people who aren't just your class or weapon type.
I mean, at least they picked two very good units, and they didn't just say, like, same class Armor Knight, right?
Yeah.
Like, Milady and Percival are units who outclass Wendy. They also outclass 99% of the cast.
Yes, they also outclass everyone.
Like,
That was a ride.
I don't think that's Wendy's problem.
No, it's just
'Cause,
that
like,
she's bad.
Echidna's a good unit, and I challenge someone to tell me that Milady and Percival don't outclass Echidna. I was trying to think of a good unit that wouldn't get someone mad. Because I was like, I could definitely name some units that I think Milady and Percival outclass that people would get mad about.
For sure.
I think Echidna is one that everyone can agree is good, and also everyone can agree is worse than Milady and Percival, which is not a damning fate. Chlorine is good and worse than Milady and Percival. Like, and you still use Chlorine.
Yeah.
Zealot is good but worse than Milady and Percival, but you still use him.
They're also around whenever Melody and Percival aren't around.
I mean, so is Wendy, though, so I guess she's S tier.
True. Oh, that's right. Oh, well. She's good. Also, Lilina survived, so we can recruit Garrett.
We promoting now? Or not promoting, or seizing now, I meant.
Yep.
Promoting the map to be next.
We're going to promote the map into Chapter 10.
And you can promote the subscribe button into a gray subscribed button.
You can also promote the like, give the like button a level up. So I botched that so hard. Oh my god, I might.
You can recruit the like button by turning it blue.
Yes, you can do that.
Nailed it.
See ya, everyone. I gotta get to save screen before I can do that. That's whenever I'm supposed to say bye. Okay. Now we'll see all of you in the next episode. See ya!